and welcome to this live. Today we are going to talk about those energy dips that are very annoying and sometimes they are severe, where it's like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, you still have a lot of things to accomplish, but energy-wise, this is the end of the day, you know? So it's like whatever you do, you still cannot push your energy up again. And you're like, well, come on, I still have a coaching call at night, or maybe at, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., or I want to do a post, or I have to still coach my clients inside, Telegram or Voxer or whatever, but I don't have the energy anymore, and I just want to lay down, do nothing, and I feel like my body just went through a shutdown. Now, this is the type of energy drops that I want us to talk about today, because they highly affect how we are showing up in our business. It's like, come on, I can still accomplish. I know I can. And I know that over time, I am letting go of a lot of good opportunities for me to be able to accomplish, impact people, and move forward in my business. So from a nourishment and an eating and food point of view, let's talk about what is causing this. I am going to share with you 3 main reasons. Of course, there are many more reasons, but these are the 3 main reasons that I see frequently happening with clients. And I want you to start tapping into them. Maybe it's one of them. Maybe you are going through one of them that is causing you this severe energy depletion, and we want to work on that. We don't want your business to move backwards or to stay stuck or move very slowly just because of these hidden eating experiences that are making you feel like your day finished 4 hours before it's supposed to finish, you know? And this is one of the topics that we are talking about and discussing, and the clients are being coached on in Up-Level, the free Telegram experience. So I'm so happy that they brought this topic and we're working on this, because it is going to be such a huge shift for the participants in the group. Now, let's talk about the first reason. I hope my microphone is fine. The first reason is that, are you having enough food during your day? So one of the participants in the Up-Level, the group, she said that she's experiencing very severe energy drops in the afternoon, and she's like, I still have things to do and I don't want the day to end by 3 p.m., by 5 p.m. I forgot which time she said, but you get it. And then I asked her, okay, well, tell me more about your meals. So she said she's having breakfast at 8 a.m. in the morning, and then her lunch is not until 5 p.m. Can you see that there's a huge window between, or our window between her breakfast and her lunch? There's a 9-hour window. Here's the thing. Our body requests food or is expecting food every 3 to 5 hours. Now, this depends on your body, on your level of movement during the day, how your body digests food, the type of meal you had, and so on. But on average, for you to be able to sustain good energy levels without dropping to that severe point where whatever you do, you cannot push it back, you have to have food every 3 to 5 hours. And if you are not giving your body the nutrients it needs, it is going to go there. Because our body operates on energy, and the energy is coming, and the primary source of energy is food. If I don't give it the food, where is it going to get the energy from? It needs food. It needs that source of energy. Now, here's the thing. You might be having breakfast at, let's say, 8, and then having your dinner at 6, and then you tell me, okay, it makes sense that there's a very big window between the meals, but I'm having lots of snacks. Let's tap into that. What snacks are you having? Again, your body needs balanced nutrition every 3 to 5 hours. If you are snacking on chocolate and chips and caffeine and I don't know, just fruits or just vegetables or whatever, you're not having a full meal, your body is still going to suffer and is still going to go to that severe energy drop. You want to have balanced energy levels during your day. So ideally, for you to have good energy levels or balanced energy levels during the day, okay, before I say that, I also want to tap into this. We cannot expect our energy to be high all day. Now, it is important for us to understand how our energy works in a balanced and healthy way so that we are able to fully understand it and not expect it to be something that it cannot be. So if you expect your energy to be high all day, let me tell you, my friend, this is a misconception and it is not possible. Some days we feel like we are in high energy, awesome, but this is not the reality of a human body every single day. And also depending on what we're going through on our menstruations, the menstrual cycle and whatnot. So on a typical, normal, regular day, the energy level that you want to have is as follows. So I wake up in the morning, my energy is high, it's sustainable for a while, it starts to dip, okay, here's my cue to raise it again, it raises it, I make it rise again, and then it dips a little bit, and then it rises again, and then so it's slight fluctuation during the day. It's not energy. This is not realistic. And it's not supposed to be energy, you know? This is not sustainable as well. So it is going to fluctuate, but in the average high energy and low energy range. With that being said, what we do in here is for us to maintain that balanced energy levels between high and low during our day, we want to make sure that we are having food every 3 to 5 hours. With that being said, some people don't like to label their food as meals, but for you to grasp the idea in a better way and for you to be able to actually put it into action, you would want to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the hours in between should not exceed 5 to 6 hours. So if you had breakfast at 8, let's say, lunch ideally should not be past 1. Only if you had a substantial snack, let's say 3 hours after your breakfast, you can push the lunch a little bit depending on your hunger levels. But it is not okay for you to stay more than 5 hours completely without food. So once again, your meals of the day or your meal timing can look something like that. Okay, I hope this is the right way to say it. So 8, 1, 6. So 8 a.m. breakfast, 1 p.m. lunch, and 6 p.m. dinner. In between, I can have snacks if I feel like having snacks. If my energy is fine, I don't need to have a snack. Now, this schedule can look different for different people. So maybe you are someone who wakes up really early and you might, for example, I have my breakfast at sometime around 7:30, sometimes 8 maximum. This is who I am. Then my lunch would be earlier, but also depending on my hunger levels. But I do not, I've never stayed without having, I've never had lunch past 2 p.m. because I know that my energy will drop and I'll feel like I'm paralyzed. I cannot do anything anymore. So I always have my lunch sometime between 12 and 1, and I also have a snack sometime around 10 and 11. Can you see how fixing the meals of the day can actually help you stay committed to your to nourishing your body? Now, this was the first reason for why you might have those severe energy drops in the afternoon, that no matter what you do, you will not bump up the energy up again. Now, the second reason is your caffeine intake. For a lot of us, caffeine is a source of pleasure, and that's me. I love caffeine. I'm excited every morning to drink my cup of coffee. It brings me joy. I love it. It doesn't create any negative sensations in my body. I don't depend on it to feel good, but it gives me that pleasure that I associate with success in my business. Now, for many of us, we depend on caffeine for other reasons. And one of those reasons is because we cannot maintain the energy level that we desire during the day. So coffee and caffeine would be that thing that will always bump up our energy. But here's the thing. When you are having caffeine for that reason, your body is gonna suffer. Your body is going to tell you, for goodness sake, stop having this, because it is causing me to feel irritated. It's causing me to feel anxious. It is not allowing me to have a good night's sleep. And because of that, the next morning I'm suffering, and the next morning I'm suffering, and so on and so forth. So if you are experiencing severe energy drops in the afternoon, I want you to tap into your caffeine intake. Are you having caffeine because you are tired? If yes, we need to shift and change the quantity you're drinking. I'm not going to tell you skip it, go cold turkey on it, delete it from your life. This is not the way we do it in eating psychology, and not with me. What we do is we find the right amount and the right time for you to drink your cup of coffee without it affecting how you feel in your body, and for the right reasons. Not because you're tired, not because you're exhausted, blah, blah, blah. All of these things. Okay. The third reason why you might have these severe energy drops, and this is, you guys, this is so important. And I am pretty sure that each and every entrepreneur on earth goes through this, because this is part of our entrepreneurial journey, and we cannot delete this part of our lives, of our entrepreneurial journey. You are experiencing severe energy drops in the afternoon that are irreversible because you are in constant stress during your day. When you are in constant stress, your body at some point is going to tell you, oh my gosh, I cannot handle this stress anymore. I am going into full body shutdown. And this is what happens. And then if you try to revive it using coffee, using snacks, using whatever it is, it's not gonna improve until the next morning, or maybe even sometimes it's gonna take you longer to recover from that severe energy crash because of the stress level that you have been putting your body for so long. Now, with that being said, I cannot delete stress from my entrepreneurial life, because without stress, I'm not moving forward. Like literally anything regarding my business causes me to stress. I have a coaching call. I don't want to be late. After that, I have 1 hour, and then my girls are coming from school. In this 1 hour, I want to make sure that the meal is prepped. They are here to eat it. And I also want to reply to that client in Telegram to make sure that we are moving forward in the discussion we're having. So I'm like, okay, a lot of things going on. I have to manage all of these things. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, blah, blah, blah. Also, I am going through a financial issue right now. For example, I'm giving examples. I feel stressed because, I did not make the money I made last month. And I'm like, why isn't anyone buying? Why only 3 bought this program? I want 15 people to buy. Whatever it is, I'm creating the stress in my body because of how I'm perceiving my business. So stress can come in different colors, in different ways. Sometimes it's mental stress, sometimes it's physical stress, sometimes it's stress related to our schedule. Maybe we're not very organized, maybe we are overloading ourselves. So how can we deal with this? The best way to deal with this is to ask yourself this: how am I coping with this stress? So I'm stressed. What am I doing? For many people, what they're doing is they are reaching for food. They are reaching for more stimulation because they hit a brain wave where they are stimulated and they cannot get down from it. So they are frequently stimulated. Maybe you are scrolling on Instagram, stimulation. Maybe you are sleeping a lot, running away from the stimulation. Maybe you are eating a lot of snacks. Maybe you're in and out of your kitchen, snacking on whatever you find in your kitchen. Maybe it's your lunchtime and this is the right time and the right thing for you to eat, but you are scrolling on your phone while eating. You are stressed. What happens is that when your body is in stressed state, it is in digestive shutdown. So whatever you eat, your body is not gonna metabolize and effectively digest the way it would do if it were in the rest and digest state. The rest and the digest state is the opposite of the stressed state. The stressed state is the sympathetic nervous system, and the rest and digest state is the parasympathetic nervous system. So if during your day you are always in your sympathetic nervous system, your body is not digesting the food the way it should digest it, and it is creating a lot of unwanted feelings in your body, such as energy drops, such as digestive issues, and deregulated appetite. Now, let's talk about the deregulated. When your appetite is deregulated, you are going to go in the two extremes. You're either going to have a shutdown on your appetite, you're not gonna eat. A lot of people go through that. When they're stressed, they say, I forget to eat. But in fact, their appetite is deregulated. They are not in connection with their bodies anymore, and they cannot tap into the hunger cues anymore because there is shutdown on the cues and the connection between the gut and the brain. Now, the other extreme is because of this deregulation in appetite, you are constantly eating. You are stress eating, whatever you find. I'm eating. It's mealtime. I'm eating. I'm stressed and I'm eating. This is going to create digestive issues, as I said, and because of that, your energy is going to go crazy. It's like your energy is going to either flop because you're not eating at all, because you're forgetting to eat, or it's gonna have very high energy because you just gave it a very rich foods in sugar, and then it's gonna drop very severely because that sugar in blood creates that spike and then creates a very sharp dip in the energy. So what you need to do is you need to regulate your nervous system. You need to learn how to regulate your nervous system during your day away from food. And this is what we call stress eating. What you want to do is you want to learn how to break the cycle of stress eating, and you want to learn more supportive coping mechanisms to stress. Once again, I'm not telling you should not be stressed during your day. You should be like, oh, I'm a guru, I'm an angel, I'm the calmest person on earth. No one is like that. Don't expect yourself to be that. But know how to regulate your stress, because if you are in constant stress for more than, let's say, half an hour, 1 hour, your energy is going to crash, your appetite is going to be deregulated, you're going to end up either stress eating or in constant stress where you are scrolling, you are sleeping, you are whatever it is. So ideally what we want to do is we want to take ourselves out of the stressed state every couple of hours. And that is, instead of going and seeking food, I want you to tap into how you can pull yourself to the rest state. For some people, this is going for a short walk. For other people, this is listening to calming music. For some people, it's to have a conversation with a loved one. For some of us, it's having a short nap. For some of us, it's journaling. For some of us, it's just sitting there and looking outside the window. So it doesn't matter how you put yourself in the relaxed state, it's the shift that you're doing. And what is the best thing for you? It really goes back to you, how your body operates and what is the best thing for you. So this is going to be like trial and error for you to learn how or what is the best way for you to exit the stressed state and enter the relaxed state for a short period of time. Then again, enter the stressed state and move on with your work. For me, what has been working for me is when I want to rest, I'm having my meals and I'm mindfully having them. I use my meals as my break. Now, this is not I'm using my meal to rest because I'm stressed as a reaction to stress. No. When it's my meal time, okay, I know that this is the cutoff time. I'm done with this part of my day in regards to work, and now I'm fully present with my meal. I'm sitting there, I'm mindfully eating, I'm enjoying it, I'm nourishing my body. Then I'm moving to something else. Now, if I'm using food as a way to release the stress, I would be eating and like, I don't know, I'm still worried about that client. I don't know what to do with it. Can you see the difference? Here I'm stress eating. The example before this is I'm mindfully eating to be present in my body and to help my body to naturally regulate. I know this might sound like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do it, or this is too much. It's okay, because this is not talked a lot about in the coaching industry. It's like the winner is the one who accomplishes a lot. The one who's making a lot of money is the one who is always in the discomfort and doing all the scary things and having a lot of client experiences and whatnot. This is what we're being exposed to. Okay, fine. This is helpful to a lot of people, but also, do they tell you that they rest? Do they tell you how they rest so that they are successful? This is what you are going to do behind the scenes. Learn how to regulate your nervous system away from food, and also learn how to break the cycle of stress eating because it is not serving your body. We love food. We're not labeling food as bad. Food is an excellent source of energy and pleasure, and we still want to have pleasurable foods, but we do not want to rely on them to feel that we are releasing this stress or avoiding what is causing the stress or whatever. So, if you are a person who struggles with stress eating and you know your energy is crashing and is not in its best shape because you are seeking food all the time or you're avoiding food, your body and your appetite is deregulated, the stress eating program is the best place for you, because you are going to learn how to effectively break the cycle of stress eating. I use a lot of effective tools and techniques to help you do that. And at the same time, you are learning how to manage your stress in your business. How awesome is that? We are combining two things at once. You are learning how to manage your stress. You are digging deep into what is stressing you and what can you do about it. Where can you grow and learn from that experience so that this thing is not stressing you anymore. And at the same time, you are learning how to stop seeking food when you're stressed. This breaking the cycle of stress eating is going to do magic for you, because when you are stress eating and when it's happening all the time, you are putting your body in a position it doesn't want to be in. You are giving your body food it doesn't need, and therefore it's gonna create digestive issues for you on the long run. Not just, okay, I just had a small bloating and oops, okay, tomorrow I'm waking up and the bloating is gone. No, it's not like that. It's constant issues in your gut. It creates a deregulated appetite, and on the long run it causes you to gain weight and to lose muscle mass, because once again you are giving your body food and you are eating in the stressed state, which is not the optimal state of digestion. So if you want to break the cycle of stress eating and empower your eating experiences and empower your health, all while also dealing with stress in your business and learning how to adapt to stress and cope with it in healthy ways, Healing with Stress Eating Program for Entrepreneurs is the answer for you. Right now it is at $250. Tomorrow I'm officially launching the program here on Instagram. The price is going to be $199. So if you are listening to this and I still did not share all about I did not launch the stress eating program on Instagram, the price is still $250. I want you to DM me right now to purchase the program before the price goes up. With that being said, I love you so much. I'm waiting for you in my DMs to purchase the stress eating program. I hope this was helpful and I will see you next time.